From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, the national spotlight is on the Sunday night showcase. It's the Athletics taking on the All-Stars. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And towing the slab here, number 11. And singing a special day for him. He's making his major league debut here. Okay, all set to go. Here's George Springer. Out towards right center field. Shin under it. One up, one down. And time now to check out the A's lineup. Ball. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Just getting started here in Toronto. And it stays fair. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
So digging in, Brent Rooker. 2 for 9 so far in the series. That one finds the zone. 0-1. That one is absolutely belted. That's a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
Big rip off the bat there. Some seriously loud contact on that knock. Didn't bring in the run, but he got him that much closer to taking the lead here.
And that's ripped for a base hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
First and second, one out. Tyler Soderstrom, the next to hit. Right through there for a strike.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
2 on, 1 out.
Ball 1. It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Coming home. 1 run across, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they take a 3-run lead.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
One out and a runner at second here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Ground ball up the middle. Throw goes to second. Not in time, and he reaches safely.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0-fer to start the season and get into a slump.
Now here is Lawrence Butler. Ball close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. Traffic on the bases with 3 already across here in the 3rd and final game of the series. That's in there. That's strike 1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play. Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Comes a 2-2. Swing, and he popped it up. Lynn in position. And there are 2 outs.
Batting 8th, second baseman Jeff McNeil.
Up the middle, Chang. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 3 score in the inning, 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. It's the Sunday night showcase on MLB The Show. Back now in Toronto. And pitching in this one for the A's, Jeffrey Springs. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of it.
Singh has to step out of the way for ball 1. Hard ground ball, base 9. Ted Singh with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
Well, with that that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Man at second. Foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Batting third, first baseman, number.
All right, let's take a look at the lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
So now with one away and a man at second. Next is the speedy first baseman, Chang. Liner, base hit. Sing around third, and they cut the lead to 2. And he'll pull into second safely.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. Gone. Lee with his first major league home run, a special moment in his young career, and who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for him.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off your back. You can go up there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Olivares, and, you know, being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
Here's the second baseman, the kid Chang. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And first offering is fouled off. Ball one. To the right side, Soderstrom. And he handles it himself for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
He was late there, strike one. Two down, nobody on. Line drive to short and caught. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We're tied now at 3 apiece. This is the Sunday night showcase on MLB The Show. Back here at Rogers Center, leading off, Andy Ibanez. Ibanez in his 4th year, 32 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Aye. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson to some boog, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Swing and a ground ball. Chang takes it to the bag. One out in the second.
For the A's, left fielder George Springer.
That's a strike. 0-1. To third.
No, foul
and foul ball. Stays alive. And the 0-2. There's a line drive to left field. And that's a base hit. And a man aboard.
Up next for the A's, the designated hitter, Nick Kurtz.
Here's the big Amish at the plate. Nick Kurtz, the American League Rookie of the Year, and a huge Marvel fan to the extent that he even made his manager, Mark Kotze, watch Captain America. Pitch out, but no action. But he's safe. Man at first, one away.
Ball two.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Around second, on his way to third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Runner on the go. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Quick toss to first, and he's back standing. Two on, one out. Ground ball right side. Chang over to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. Down to the bottom of the second. All tied up at 3 apiece. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the shortstop at the plate. You. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
On a line. And he can't make the play. So a man on base to start the inning.
You know, line drives are tough because they can sink on you. They can even have some ride and go over your head if you take a false step in. Sometimes they can knuckle. So I'm not sure if that was the problem right there. Could have been the lights as well. Sometimes you see the ball all the way until the very last second. It disappears and it gets real scary.
The 0-1. Wilson. Off balance feed. There's one. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
Well, a very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
Here's the catcher, Lynn. Looking for his first big league hit right here. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Popped up. McNeil. And that'll do it. 2 innings complete. Score tied at 3 apiece. And we're back. Who doesn't love a rubber match, Siggy? This game is big for both these teams. It's early, but we have a tight one so far.
Yeah, Boog, anytime you're trying to take a series, there's a little extra juice in the dugout. Everyone wants that edge.
The 1-0.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Whips it to first. A great play deep in the hole.
Up next for the A's, first baseman Tyler
So up next,
Soderstrom.
Tyler Soderstrom.
Hey!
The 0-2. And there's a base hit to left. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Quick move to first, and he's back in there. Soderstrom leads off first with 1 away. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Now 2 away. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers could sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
Next offering is down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Way out front for strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Out to short. To first. That's out number 3. Through 2.5. It's 3 apiece. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Number 2.
And that one fouled off. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Good job to fight that one off. And a swing and a miss. One gone here.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
That one hammered center field. That's got a chance. On the warning track, and hauls it in.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
And here's the first baseman, Chang. He doubled home a run in his first AB.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a foul straight back. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And he chases that one. That ends the inning. We played 3, and our score 3-3. Back at the ballpark, rubber match alert, Singy. 2 teams who really want this one, and it shows. Tie game, and we're right in the thick of it.
Yeah, you can sense both teams treating every at-bat with postseason intensity. Nobody wants to give an inch. You know, these A's showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Over to first. A great play deep in the hole. Andy Ibanez up next for the A's. Grounded out his first time up. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Line and a base hit into right.
Up next for the A's, left
That pretty much split the
George
zone down the
Springer.
middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Makes the catch for the out.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Go ahead run on base. Nick Kurtz digs in now. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 down. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Left field. And just foul. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. The A's strand 1. Score remains tied at 3. Back now in Toronto. Stepping in the long ball threat, Lee.
Number 50.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. That one way inside. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Swing and a miss. And that's 4 strikeouts. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Now batting, second baseman, number 1.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
0-2 now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Here's the 0-2. Fastball almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
That one lifted to left. Springer has a beat on it. And that is that. Nothing doing here this half. We're headed to the 5th. All tied up at 3 apiece. Back here for the Sunday night showcase. Stepping in, Brent Rooker. Outside low. And that's ball 1.
You know, these Athletics, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Good hitters count the 2-0. And another ball. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
That one misses. That's 5 straight. Swings through that. And this one squirts away from the catcher. No advance, though. This to third, slides for the stop. Here's one. A sensational double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Now it's going to be Tyler Soderstrom.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
Yep, that ball went out.
Fastball for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Home half of the 5th coming up. Tied 3-3. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Digging in, you.
Number 90.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1. Late on that fastball. Foul ball, still 0-2. That to right. And there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, number 24.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. On the ground to third. Home half of the 5th inning moving along. 2 quick outs.
Now batting, catcher, number 27.
And here's the catcher, Lynn.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Fought off foul. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Upstairs. And now it's even 1-1. Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 5 innings complete. All tied 3-3. Back here at Rogers Center. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Jacob Wilson
Leading
will
off
hit
for the
next.
A's, shortstop Jacob Wilson.
First pitch swinging.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
And a foul ball. 1-0
1-0
1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. He goes down looking.
Up next for the A's, center fielder Lawrence Butler.
On the ground, right side. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Up next for the A's, second baseman Jeff McNeil.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Has grounded out a couple of times.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
Hey.
Ripped to short. To first, it short hops him, but a nice pick for out number 3. And 1-2-3 go the A's. So no change in the score. It's 3-3. Back now in Toronto. Well, we go bottom 6. Ted Singh getting ready to hit. And that's fouled off. On the ground to the left. Dives and he can't hang on.
Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up.
Runner on the go. Ball misses. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
When you're trying to swipe a bag against an elite-level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal of second base.
The lefty to 1-0.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with 1 away. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound.
Now pitching for the
So a
A's,
new pitcher on the
number
mound for the
19,
A's, Luis Morales. This is his first appearance of the season. Chang now at the plate. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Big time GM right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
That one to first, Soderstrom. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Number 50.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. The A's bullpen has some movement. Elvis Alvarado, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Barlow warming up as well. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. 7th inning coming up. Chinese Taipei out front here, 4-3. You're watching the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the
48.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Chen Zheng Ao Zhuang. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Well,
Leading
one-run
off for the
game.
Athletics,
Now the third baseman, Andy Ibanez. 1 for 2. Not even close there. And that is ball 1. Now one missed.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Looking to get the tying run on base. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
This one in the air, center field. Chang moving under it, and there's one down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
On the ground, right side. What a stop to second, and that's not it. And he gets to first safely as a result. So I think I'll just sit here quietly in disbelief. One down. Nick Kurtz, the next to hit. Swings through that one for strike 1. And now the 0-1. Ground ball right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. And the go-ahead run is on base. Lynn, he'll take over at second base after the injury.
Up next for the A's, right fielder Brent Brooker.
And that one is in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And it's through for a hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He scores, and the A's tie it up.
Huge at bat to bring home the tying run at this point in the game. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
And And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
On the corner for a strike. 0-1. Ball one there. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Gonna count 1 and 2.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Tied at 4. Got him swinging for the strikeout.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Way back there, it's got a chance. And he brings it into the warning track. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. All even now at 4 apiece. The Sunday night showcase is a good one. We'll be right back. We're back, and here we go, Siggy. Late innings tie ball game, rubber match of the series. Couldn't ask for more.
Yeah, Boo. 2 hungry teams coming down the stretch. Let's see who steps up.
In the air, left field. Springer tracks it down for the out. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Now batting for Chinese Taipei, designated hitter, Stewart Fairchild.
That's out.
All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. In the air, right field. 2 away now.
Now batting, shortstop, number 90.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Yu. Late swing fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Swings through it for the K. The high heat, too much on that one. Back here at Rogers Center. Now it's the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. Tap foul at the plate. Tied at 4. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
The 0-2. In there, sets him down on strikes.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Swings through that one. A's looking to put the go-ahead run on base. And we're in the top of the 8th. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Substitution now at first base. The A's bring on a pinch runner, Denzel Clark, deploying some added speed as they look to take the lead. Jeff McNeil stands in. 0 for 3 in this one. And a pitch out, but nothing going on. But he's back in time. 1 away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. And now he steps off the rubber. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Looks like a pinch hitter for the A's, Zach Geloff.
Oh, great spot. He's looking to come through with that go-ahead run on base. This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over, so get a little moment.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move.
Now pitching.
Chen on the pitch out of the pen here. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Way out front for strike 2.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
0-2 now. Got him swinging for the K.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Brett Harris now in the game as he takes over third. Leading off, Jay Shin. This one in the air center field. Clark under it. And there's one away.
Now batting, catcher, number 27.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Gil Lee.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
Right through there for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. Chases the changeup in the dirt.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one popped up. McNeil. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder.
Here's the center
number
fielder,
2.
Ted Singh. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Welcome back to the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, George Springer. That one found hard the other way. Swings and misses. 0-2.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
On the ground. And it's just foul. That was close. Four in the 9th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. All tied up here at the top of the 9th. And that drops in for a strike.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Struck him out looking. Kurtz thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. So the call will stand. One challenge remaining for them now. Next up for the A's, Brent Rooker. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball 2.
Two and 0 to count. Here it comes. Out towards right center field. Shin gets under it. And that is that. Nothing doing there for the A's. Score remains tied at 4.
Now pitching for the
And
A's,
we've got ourselves a
number
pitching
36,
change. Hogan Harris.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
That's a ball.
The Athletics have some bullpen action. Justin Sterner, the closer, is getting loose. Leiter getting loose as well. Tied at 4. comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And fouled off. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Chang in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 2.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And a big swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. Strike 2.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Nope, that's inside.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. On to extra innings. Here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. Ed Chang takes over on the mound, on for his major league debut, so we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stands and it's a bigger stadium, but the game itself is still the same. Look at the catcher, whatever fingers he puts down, that's what you throw, and just let him lead you in this one.
Nope, that's a ball.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
1 out. The go-ahead run is in second. Here in the top half of the 10th. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. A 2-run shot, and they've rallied from 3 back. It's 6-4.
You're not going to be able to wipe the smile off his face for a while, Boog. He just changed the game. That pitch looked like the splitter, but normally doesn't stay that high in the zone. The bottom falls out, at least to bring it around belt level, but that one just stayed up, and with that kind of velocity, it's going to get hit really hard, as it did right there.
Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson. To the right side. Slings to first in time.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Hey.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the A's, second baseman
Jeff McNeil digs in now. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Strike in there. Throw to second. Save. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in extra innings. This to center field. And that's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. And they take a 3-run lead.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Ball. Ball 2.
Squirts away a little bit. To second. And now a man into scoring position.
Getting the out was never going to be easy. The wild pitch outside made things very difficult behind the plate, and it turned into a stolen base opportunity.
Runner at second, 2 down.
Right through there for a strike.
And he swings through that one. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Good job at damage control right there. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. The A's are on top here, 7-4. It's the Sunday night showcase on MLB The Show. Welcome back.
Number 60.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Lynn getting ready to hit. Fly to left his first time. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Man at second. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
Designated hitter, Stewart Fairchild.
That's in there. Strike one.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Fouled off left side. Sets him down on strikes. And they're down to their last out.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
McNeil. Throw to first and ball game. And the A's win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Shambi. We'll talk to you soon.
You